you know, sometimes in life you kind of like stop and think, who am I, and why am I here? And on my last video, I was talking about the roommate and what it does to you, what it actually means to have a roommate, and we all have it. But let's go a little bit beyond that. Let's talk about being a human being. And this is a big one because we're so brought up to be someone that we're not. And what do I mean by that? We're so caught up in doing and thinking and planning and always having verbs in front of us that basically stops us from actually being a human being. And that sentence in itself kind of like says it all. Being a human being. We're not human doers, we're not human planners, we're not human anything. We're human beings, and to be doesn't require anything. To be doesn't require you to plan ahead, to know your way, to think your way through things. It's just simply letting go and being who you really are. And how does that look like? It looks like a lot of fun, but it's not the type of fun that we think fun is. So kids live in fun, but they don't think of it. We as grown-ups go, oh, I'm gonna have fun. So it's almost like I have to be fun instead of being. So it looks like you're doing stuff, but nothing's happening, but everything's being done for you. It's about letting life be done to you, not done to you. Let it be. Let life basically just run by itself. That's what we're here to do. And it's all about learning how to get back there, which is the best part. It's all about growing to be a human doer or a human thinker, and then having to learn to unlearn everything and go back to being. Being comes from source. Being comes from spirituality. Being comes from being connected. It's basic and so simple and so flowy that it's just when it clicks, it's just like you're floating through heaven. Even if you, for example, have problems sleeping, if you can't fall asleep at night, it's not that there's something wrong with you. You're just not connecting to that beingness of yourself. So think about that one. How much are you being and how much are you doing? How much is your roommate in the way of just simply letting everything happen? And I'll give you an analogy with this. If you're driving, or if you're in a car or a bus and you're driving through the highway and you look to your left or your right, you're just gonna see trees passing by, and your mind doesn't register one specific tree. It just simply, they just pass. You don't even have a label behind them, and it's just, you're just looking out of the window. The second you recognize something, you stop being and you're doing something. So I love that because life happens for us, but when we get in the middle, we start putting labels and we get upset and we put thoughts behind it and we have to do this and I have to plan all that instead of just letting it be. And it's fantastic, and I will talk about this on another video, but synchronicity is, oh my God, it becomes so obvious when you start being a little bit more. And I'm just seeing little things that I'm like just blown away by the connectivity of things. And I know it's just the tip of the iceberg, but it's just fascinating and it feels like fun. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. It's just like this happiness just brushes through and you're like, I don't even know why I'm happy, but I'm happy. And that's how life should be. That's being. So yeah, that is a beautiful thing that I've been thinking about. So I wanted to share that.